This week on iBN Northeast, Rivals High senior analyst Dallas Jackson will stop by, tell us how Don Bosco looked in their opening week of the 2011 season. Plus, the Northeast is chock full of great matchups. We'll have them all for you on the regional replay. It all starts now here on iBN Northeast. Normally, when you think high school football, you think power states like Texas, Florida, California, maybe Ohio. But this week, the Northeast is taking center stage. Hi, everybody. I'm Sam Farber, and I'm your host here on iBN Northeast. Dallas Jackson, a senior analyst from Rivals High, will be stopping by in just a moment. But right now, we have got to get you some of the very best plays from your neck of the woods here on the regional replay. We'll start off with Calvert Hall versus DeMatha. Calvert Hall QB Thomas Stephen nearly wrapped up in the backfield, but he rolls out and finds Kyle Lever at the goal line. He'll turn around and go into the end zone for 6. Big player in this game, West Virginia commit Daquan Davis, maybe Calvert Hall's best. He's got the INT here, but he wants a little bit more. He's nearly wrapped up by the defense, instead finds an escape hatch, and he is gone. Calvert Hall Cardinals are going to win this one by a final of 18-0. Landon versus Bishop McNamara. Bishop McNamara quarterback Milan Collins is going to throw this one out to Tony Squirewell, and Squirewell is up the sideline, and this is going to lead to a touchdown, 6-0 Bishop McNamara. But in the end, Landon would take things over. Defensively, Dion Willington with the pick 6 up the right sideline, cuts it in at the last moment, and that's going to help the Bears eventually maul the Mustangs. This would seal it. Adam Gillis, a 51-yard run. He is off to the races. Landon wins 29-14. The big game on this day was Good Counsel versus Gilman on the campus of the U.S. Naval Academy. Good Counsel quarterback Brendan Marshall here is going to go play action and find senior fullback Drew Stefanelli. He's in for the touchdown, and Good Counsel on top early. Gilman's rebuttal, instead of the Greyhounds going with their ground game, they go through the air. Shane Cockrell to Michael Kaiser for the answering touchdown. More Good Counsel. Look at this catch here by Kendall Fuller. He is going to sky for it with the defender in his face. That'll take it down to the 7. Punching it in from there is running back Wes Brown. And all of a sudden, Good Counsel starting to break away, 17-7. Gilman not going to let this one get away, though. Shane Cockrell with a bulldozing run in from 10 yards out. That made it a 3-point game. And then the star of the show, Cyrus Jones, after the pump fake allows him to get open, he'll catch this one over the top all the way to the house. And all of a sudden, Gilman now leads 21-17. Stephon Diggs is the answering star from Good Counsel. He'll take this one in the flat and rumble up the sideline. A good long run, not quite good enough to get into the end zone. That job would be left to Wes Brown. Wes Brown here with the handoff, and he is going to take it the rest of the way, breaks it out to the left side, and Good Counsel goes on to win by a final of 26-21. That's your regional replay. Now, obviously, that Gilman-Good Counsel game, a huge one with national implications. And to help break it down, we bring in Dallas Jackson, senior analyst from Rivals High. Dallas, most weeks the Northeast is maybe a little bit overlooked. This time, it was the belle of the ball. Some great games. Talk about that one in Maryland. Is it going to send one of these teams skyrocketing up the rankings?
Well, I don't know if it's going to skyrocket either team, but Good Counsel, who came out ahead in that contest, is certainly going to move into the top 25 nationally. They're coming off a good win last week against Manatee out of Florida. They get this win over Gilman, and they really show their toughness. Last year, Gilman was able to push them around a little bit, and this year they came out, they established the running game, they established the physicality that they needed to do to set the tempo. It's a very good win for that program to keep the momentum going off of last week, something they didn't do last year and we were looking for this year. Gilman, on the flip side of that coin, isn't going to fall too far. They're a very good program. They showed a lot of fight in that game, and I still think they're a top 50 team nationally.
Now, to be the best region of the week, you have to have more than one game, and this one obviously did. Number 1 in the nation, Don Bosco Prep was supposed to be tested by Mission Viejo from the West Coast, and they really weren't. They went out there and established themselves as maybe the team to beat in the nation.
Yeah, Don Bosco certainly came out and set the tone in there. Mission Viejo came out in the first quarter and actually played very well and was giving them a game. The Don Bosco defense is so good. They intercepted Alex Bridgeford 4 times. They sacked him 6 or 7, and they hit him on almost every play. The defense is going to really win this season for Don Bosco. The offense just has to not make mistakes, and that's what they did yesterday. They managed the game. They put some points up on the board, and they kept their defense out of trouble. They didn't make them make plays. They just made them not lose the game. Don Bosco is one of those teams that's going to be in the conversation for the #1 spot nationally for the entire season. They're very good, and you figure they're going to go undefeated with that defense leading the way.
Well, they're going to be tested a couple more times still, but you're right. Week 1, they were very impressive. Dallas, thanks so much for the time. We look forward to talking to you again next show. That's going to do it for this week in the Northeast, but make sure to stay tuned all weekend long, each and every week. We've got HS60s from all over your neck of the woods, and we'll have all the top highlights coming up in a little bit on iBN National. For now, for all of us, I'm Sam Farber. Thanks for watching iBN Northeast.